Bismillah ar-Rahman rahim. In the continuation of the previous video, so now let us make an income statement and balance sheet out of this adjusted share balance, right? So once again, you have to classify. So this one is the kinds of capital, this is liability, this is also liability, this is revenue, this is also revenue, this is liability, this is also revenue, this is also revenue. Outstanding advertisement is a liability, and commission is also revenue, and commission received in advance also become a type of liability, right? Cash is also cash is asset. This one is also asset. Investment is also asset. Account receivable asset. Bank asset. Bad debt accounts of loss or expenses. This one is also expenses. Outstanding interest, a type of asset. Advertisement expenses. Admin expenses, prepaid expenses, again, it's a type of asset, right? So now we have to do those income statement. We have to prepare the income statement as well as the balance sheet. First of all, record revenues, right? How many revenue do we have? Just record it. Revenue. How many revenue we have? First one is discount. Discount received. Discount received equal to amount of 2,000. One discount, one revenue. Second revenue is sales. I'm just checking from this side. Revenue of sales equal to how much? 30,000. Next revenue is dividend in the points. Yes, dividend. Dividend. Dividend is how much? 20,000. İran record kare. Diğer çimonda interest mındırsanız interest. How much is interest? Interest is equal to 13,000. Yom şed. Diğer revenue یک دیگه داریم به نام commission. درسته؟ How much is commission? Of course, amount of 9,000. ایره چی کاری کن؟ بعد از اینکه خلاص شد دیگه کام چیز دیگه نمانده. all total چی کو پیدا. درسته؟ Total of revenues. Total of revenues become how much? 2,000 plus this one plus this one plus this one plus this one, right? So 20 plus 30 plus 20 become 50. 50, 52, 52, 65. 65, 74,000. Become equal to how much? 74,000. So 74,000 is the total amount of revenue. So please bullet it. After that, mention the expenses, right? Expenses. Mention the types of expenses. How many expenses do we have? One expenses is bad debt. Mention bad debt. Bad debt is equal to 4,000. Good. Next expenses is purchase. Mention purchase. How much is purchase? Purchase is equal to 25,000. Good. How much is the next expenses? Next expenses, advertisement. Advertisement expenses. Advertisement expenses also equal to 25,000. Admin expenses, next one. Admin expenses. Admin expenses equal to 7,500. دیگه کدام مصرف داریم؟ دیگه نداریم لالا. که نداریم صفحه سر دیگه توتال چی کو؟ توتال چی پیدا کنیم. نشته کو total of expenses. Total of expenses. حالا پیداش کو. 25 25 میشه 50 54. 54 6 میشه 60. 60 61,500 اگر اشتباه نکنم. 61,500. پس این توتال چی کو؟ گیرم بوده. این حال تفریق کنه. نتیجه شاید من چی میمونه؟ نت پروفیت میمونه. درسته؟ خب از 61 دونی و دریجه داریم 10 دیگه آموزه. درسته؟ 12,500 چی میمونه؟ فایدهش. So 12,500 become the amount of revenue. این revenue رو چی کنیم؟ پیش خود ریکارد کنیم. حالا بریم طرف بالانس شیت. اول از لایبیلیتی سایت شروع میکنیم. اول از چی شروع میکنیم؟ از کپیتال. کپیتال ما چند است؟ 50,000. درسته؟ پس ریکارد میکنیم کپیتال خودم. نشته میکنیم که initial capital. Initial capital is 50,000. به این نت پروفیت هم چی میکنیم؟ نت پروفیت اضافه میکنیم. اینجا نشته میکنیم add what؟ add net profit. net profit. net profit چند اضافه شد؟ 12,500 با چی شد؟ 50,000 plus this one becomes 62,500. 62,500. اینه برای چی نشته میکنیم؟ یه نشته میکنیم مثل سوال قبلی برای که ending capital. ending capital اینه bullet میسازیم. bullet میگیریم. After this record current liabilities. current liabilities. Now check that how many current liability you have. See, current liability. One current liability is short-term loan, 12,000. Next current liability is this one, note payable, 13,000. Right? 12 and 13. So mention this one. First one, short-term loan. Short-term loan is 12,000. Next liability was note payable, and note payable was amount of 13,000. After this, after note payable, the next liability is this one, outstanding advertisement expenses. Mention here. Outstanding advertisement expenses. Outstanding advertisement expenses is equal to amount of 4,000. That is done. The next liability is commission received in advance. CRA. Commission received in advance. How much is there? It is amount of 1,000. So now we can find out the total of current liabilities. Total of current liabilities. 12 plus this one become 25. 25 plus 5 become 30,000. Right? So the total of current liability become equal to how much? 30,000. After this, mention the long-term liabilities or non-current liabilities. Right? Mention how much is that one. And of course, as you can see, we have only one type of current liability, non-current liability, and that is long-term loan. That is, of course, 20,000. So mention only one type, long-term loan. Long-term loan. How much is the amount? Amount of 20,000. و خودش اینمی توتال است دیگه وجود نداره. اتنال توتال رو میرین چی کنین؟ ریکارد کنین. چند است؟ 65,500 ایجاش نوش سرش پرت و 50 دیگرم میشه 1,12,500. 1,12,500. این طرف میتونی نوشته کنی که total of capital plus what? Liabilities. Total of capital and liabilities. این رو ریکارد کنیم. میریم این طرف asset خود ریکارد میکنیم. Current assets. Under current asset, we have several types of current assets. Of course, number one, we have cash. Cash 50,000. درست؟ investment هم باید در سوال گفته شده که investment long term است یا short term. مگر در سوال گفته نشده ما ایرا در جمله short term چی میکنیم؟ میگیریم. درست است؟ گرچه investment long term باشه خیر است فعلا آره رو میگیریم short term. کاش اینجا گرفتیم investment هم اینجا میگیریم account receivable هم میگیریم بانک هم وغیره یا کل اینجا چی میشه ریکارد میشه. cash is 50,000. investment is 5,000. cash is 50,000. investment equal to 5,000. درست است؟ بانک میگیریم اگر داشته باشیم داریم بانک 6,000 اکانت ریسیبل ما چند 24,000. درست است؟ بانک 6,000 اکانت ریسیبل ما چند دار 24,000. درست است؟ دیگه چیزای اکانت مربوط به کرنت است کلشون میگیریم. دیگه چی مونده؟ outstanding interest 5,000 it's an asset. Prepaid admin is also a type of asset. درست است؟ outstanding interest equal to amount of 5,000. اشتباه نکرده باشم. outstanding interest 5,000. و دیگه چی مونده برش؟ دیگه مونده prepaid. prepaid admin expenses. چند دارد prepaid؟ 2,500. حالا توتالش چی که پیدا کنم؟ که total current assets. Right? How much is the total of this side? 5 plus 5 become 10, 10 plus 30 become 40, 40, 45, 47,500. 47,500. So this is the total of current assets. Of course, then mention this one, non-current assets. How many non-current assets we have? Please mention the total of that one as well, right? Let's check this one. We have one non-current asset, and the total of that one is equal to amount of plant and machinery, and that is 20,000. Plant and machinery. Plant and machinery, right? Plant and machinery. Plant and machinery is equal to amount of 20,000. I think that was 20. Yes. Plant and machinery equal to amount of 20,000. Okay, we made one mistake. Cash is 50,000, right? But we wrongly entered this one as 5,000. So we have to add 45,000 on this one. If you add 45,000 on this one, it become okay, 92,500. 92,500. So all بیست رقم ده ایچی شد اضافه شد. اینجا کش ما کمی ریکارد کردیم. all 92,500 plus this one become equal to 1,12,500. So for this one, you can mention total of assets, right? So once let me check out whether it become the same or not. 92,500 plus 20,000, right? Plus 20,000. Okay, 1,12,500. So now we got the answer. So both sides are equal, point number 1. And point number 2, of course, when both sides are equal, it means our trade balance, our adjustments, and our income statement and balance sheet is totally correct. So in this way, you can make the rest of the example.